everybody, this is my informative speech, and I'm going to be talking to you about the importance of having a father in the home. And so here is my audience. And let's dive right into it. So, can you imagine where every little boy and girl across the globe has a superhero by their side to help them when they're struggling and to celebrate their victories? It would be a really nice world to live in, and sadly, so many children are missing this hero in their life, and this hero is an active father who is there and supportive. And there are just so many homes that are broken and don't have a father in them. And the results of this is it affects their child's education, how wealthy or poor their family is, and especially delinquent behavior within the children. And so 43% of children who have a father in their home to help them study and to just build them up get straight A's in school, and they do well and they get good grades. But the flip side of that, 73% of children who don't have a father receive poor scores on mathematics, reading, writing, whatever it is. They are not doing well in their education, and it's because they don't have a father there to help teach them how to, and they're not helping. A father who is active and supportive also encourages his children to do well in their schooling and also to progress after high school and receive a college education. So when that father figure is missing, boys especially are 2.5 times more likely to skip school when they're just living with a single mother at home. And so they're not receiving an education. But when a father is in the home to mentor and be there for their child, 55% enroll in college, and they're able to receive degrees and be successful young adults. And it really helps all around. My second point is poverty, and when a father is not in the home, it really puts a strain on the entire family and not just the kid. Single mothers are struggling so much, and 70% of mothers who don't have a father in the home are in the bottom 40th percentile of household income. They are 2 times more likely to receive a very low income, if any, and they have 0 savings. And so it's just really bad for the mother who's now stressing to pay the bills, and for the child who, doesn't get anything nice because there's no money at home. 45% of single mothers live in a household where nobody is working and there is no consistent income. Single mothers are 12% more likely to have to be put on income support because there is no father figure to go and work, and they're struggling and they can't pay the bills and they can't provide for their children, and they have to be put on income support just to barely get by. And so having a father in the home would greatly improve that in so many ways. Finally, children who do not have a father are engage in delinquent behavior at very young ages because they find it difficult to fit in and they can't make friends, and the only way that they feel they fit in is by joining gangs or something like that. And so when there is no father to help rear and guide their child through life, children end up having very low self-esteem. They start sexual activity at a very young age. They join gangs and they have great feelings of abandonment because they want that relationship with their father, and there's just nobody there to fill that role. And so adolescence, there was a study done, and Jack Brewer explains that in a study of 75 delinquents, 66% of them were fatherless, 20% never lived with their father. 25% had alcoholics as fathers. And so having this rough childhood and a broken home, they engaged in all these bad behaviors. And 15-year-olds are 50% more likely to smoke and abuse drugs. And there's just so many things that go wrong when the father is not in the home. And at this point, you may be wondering, well, there's got to be like some upside. Like, there's plenty of single mothers who can run their home just fine, and they don't need a father, and they're like strong, independent women, and it doesn't matter because the father is paying child support. And so society today has really like changed their mindset towards the role of a father, where first and foremost they are a provider. And so whether they're in the home or not, as long as they're providing the money to support their family, it doesn't matter. And this is simply just not the case. Society also has defined paternal responsibility as the consistent payment of child support. And so they really think that it's just about the money. And so as long as the money is involved and they're financially stable, that it's okay. But the truth to this is that very little benefit goes is for the kids, where the money being paid for child support is only for the single mothers to get by and pay the bills. And so the child still receives no love from their father, and they really end up feeling unloved even if the father is paying money. And so Amanda Giese, who grew up without a father, wrote about her experience, and she says that fathers supply more needs than they will ever be able to know just by being there, caring, loving, and being supportive of their children. They need that relationship and that bond with their father. Even if the money is there, they're still struggling in so many different ways when the father is not in the home. And so an active father helps everybody, the entire family, the mom, the kid, and the neighborhoods around, financially, mentally, physically, emotionally, you name it. Having a father there is an essential piece, and kids really need that superhero in their lives to get them through all of the crazy storms that go through life. Thank you, and here's my audience one last time.